Are we live? Yeah. Are we live? Gotta make sure. I think we're live. You know who it is. If you don't, it's your boy Shake. We got a lot to discuss tonight, about NBA 2K26. Lots of information came out today. I think it's only proper that we discuss some of the things that we saw today. I don't think I want to waste any time, man. I tweeted out a few things that I could. I mean, listen, guys, I'm not unemployed anymore, man. I got work going on, so it's hard for me to stay on top of the news. So I could only get out some tweets based on some of the things that I saw that kind of piqued my interest. But there was a lot more to that. So we're going to discuss some of it tonight. Am I checking out the Battlefield beta? Tonight. We'll be on it. We're going to see a little bit about that Battlefield beta as well. But no, we're going to talk about 2K26 first, man. Let's get into the courtside report. I want y'all to tell me what y'all thought was so fly about it and what you guys are excited about.
Hey everyone, Tyrese Halliburton here with Zach from NBA 2K to share the detailed features available in the 2K26 MyPlayer builder. In this courtside report, we'll focus on the new animation glossary, build by badges, new scouting reports, and a lot more. Now let's get started.
This year, the MyPlayer builder excels at giving players all the tools to make informed decisions when creating their future superstar. Starting with the animation glossary, this brand new feature will list every animation with details, attribute, and height requirements. If you have a specific player you want to model your game after, like Tyrese Halliburton for example, use the search function to find who you're looking for, making it easy to see all the requirements you need to meet to equip their animations.
I love that there are a lot of options to choose from. Me personally, I'm a YouTube merchant when it comes to finding a good build.
Create your own build will sit.
No, we need to discuss that. First of all, they're going to save me a lot of time. Let's go back
Your
on
superstar.
that.
Starting with the animation
So why this is so important right here is that, you know, like last year, if you made a build, you could go into the test before you finish the build, and you could kind of see where the animations are, like what animations you can unlock when you get them to 99. And you almost have to use that test in order to kind of go through what animations you can't get with the build that you're working on. In the past, you would have to make a dummy build. We would all do this. We make a dummy build, get into the game, and as a 60 overall or whatever, and just go look at all the height requirements and the animation attribute requirements to get a certain animation. But now we could do this in the builder before you even get into the test. So that's pretty dope. Like if you see a certain animation that's working, or animations that you're used to, primarily dribble animations, that's really what a lot of people are going to be looking for. I think dribble animations. Now we have separated layup animations, so you can create your own layup packages. So that's going to be huge too. But I think that's going to really matter because everybody wants to be able to ISO. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're 6'8", 6'9", 7 foot. So there's people that's going to want to know what ball handle requirement you're going to have in order to get away with that. You know, I kind of got away from using strength last year, so I think I want to go back to using strength this year. So I'm going to have to see what kind of animations I get with strength as well.
Glossary, this brand new feature will list every animation with details, attribute, and height requirements. If you have a specific player you want to model your game after, like Tyrese Halliburton for example, use the search function to find who you're looking for, making it easy to see all the requirements you need to meet to equip their animations.
That's crazy though. Like you got a search button now? Like you can search a certain character? Because you know they have like NBA builds already in the game. But if you just want to make them your own way, like just have all his animations. But I think there's certain animations that people are going to want to cling to that are going to be very important. And you know, some people, you know, want to play like Shaq under the rim. So hopefully they have those kind of animations in there too. Like Dwight Howard, stand and dunk animations were huge in 2K23 and 24.
I love that there are a lot of options to choose from. Me personally, I'm a YouTube merchant when it comes to finding a good build.
Create your own build will sift through.
This right here, this is big, man. This shows you what your build, this is your archetype. Before you edit, it says back to builds, test build, edit build, and advance, right? So when you advance, you probably pick your team or go to the draft or whatever it is they have in the game this year for the storyline. But I love how they show your strengths and weaknesses. Because you can see that in the pie chart before the match starts in a 2K game. But I like how we can see like where you really are lacking. You know, like if you make a point guard build and you can't pass well, it literally lets everybody know or lets you know what your weaknesses are. Also, if you decide to make some YouTuber's build and he's like, yo, I've been cooking people, in the rec center with this build, that's the best build in the game. You know, that's what we all gonna say, right? I made the best build. It's gonna be 1 million best builds in the game, right? That every YouTuber is gonna make 30 builds and say that 10 of them, 15 of them are the best builds they ever made. 10 of them are the best builds in this year's game, right? So you could make the build and immediately see the weaknesses and be like, yo, if I ever run up against Shakedown and I see that his weakness is no strength or he can't pass the ball well, we already know what we're going to do against it. Now you can see it in the pie chart again if they do that this year with the before the game starts. But I just think it's cool. Like you could just go ahead and make somebody's build and be like, nah, this ain't really my play style, to be honest. But I like that. I kind of like that.
Dozens of NBA player comparisons before choosing the best animations associated with the
Quick test, 99 overall rating with auto-assigned animations. Thank you. You mean I don't have to put all the animations together before I test the build out? Custom test, select your overall rating, assign animations. Why would you do anything less than 99? You want to see the full potential of your build, right? I guess you would do a 90 or 95 if you wanted to kind of see where he'd be at if you just take him out of the Rebirth.
suggested players and assign them as default animations for a more enjoyable and streamlined experience from the start. The new Build by Badges feature in NBA 2K26 can help shape the framework for your MyPlayer. Choose your desired badges and tiers: Bronze, Silver, Gold, Hall of Fame, and Legend. The minimum attribute points required will automatically be locked in. Spend your remaining attribute points to max out categories of your choosing and reach a 99 potential overall without missing out on your must-haves.
Yo! What? Build by badge?
Attribute points required.
That is dope. So, like I said, I was working, man. I tweeted a few things. I didn't notice I missed this. You could build it by badges. So I was telling my guys, I was like, yo, if you really want to make a build that you can't fail with, if you're your first build, because cap breakers are going to make up for your failures, right? Last year, it was hard to make a bad build. I mean, of course, there's people that made some suspect builds or builds that don't work in the system that I play in. Maybe they don't work with me, but they might work with them when they play 1v1. Sometimes you make a build that's meant for 1v1, meant for the twos, meant for the rec center. You get what I'm saying? And so it doesn't flow right when you take him into the rec and he's got like no free throw, no pass accuracy. But then when you go to the park, that 70 pass accuracy is not too bad. And you don't need free throw, right? But this right here could solve a lot of problems, man. Like if you say, hey, man, I just want to make sure I have these 3 badges because this is going to make sure that I at least am able to do the things that I like to do. Dribbling and shooting, passing and dunking, things like that. This right here, this is going to be a go-to. I'm going to have to definitely give this a try.
Will automatically be locked in. Spend your remaining attribute points to max out categories of your choosing and reach a 99 potential overall without missing out on your must-haves. Scattering reports display your best badges and attributes and coaches you on your strengths and weaknesses. For example, if you make a point guard with a low pass accuracy rating, the builder will flag this as an area of concern.
That's what I just said. Won't be racking up any assists, any steal stats. So he's got low steals, can't pass. So this is just, you know, when I used to do my builder videos, like this is like copying how I used to speak about my build. I would literally say some of the same things, like all of my strengths right before we get past, after I get done talking about my build. I still feel like I don't lay claim to always making the best builds, but I always lay claim to making some of the best build videos. You know what I'm saying? Like I was really intricate and thorough about the build. And then when I took a hiatus, I started watching other people's build videos, and they were very similar to how I broke it down. Like a lot of people were zooming in and putting a lot of editing into it. So seeing this right here, man, this just breaks it down. You could read this at the end of your build video. You know, just read what you're good at and what your weaknesses are. But then you could justify your weaknesses. You know, maybe you don't want a whole lot of steals because you're running with a lock. You know, you got a best friend that's going to be on. You know, or maybe you play rec center, so you're gonna hope your teammates can help you out, right?
Potential detriment to your teammates.
This might be more in depth than the scouting reports I see during the season. This is pretty fire.
Max plus ones are back, and now there are new Max plus twos. They work just like they sound. Max plus ones push badges one tier beyond their max potential, and Max plus twos take them 2 tiers higher.
I mean, not permanently though, right? Because a max plus 2, I know that was like per season, so that can't be permanent. I know they're probably gonna have some permanent stuff in here. I thought I read something. We'll get to that. Max plus 2 though. Damn. That's crazy if you really think about it, man. I don't care. Nobody cares. Listen, if you got a Hall of Fame, if you got legend shifty shooter, you're not caring about Hall of Fame dimer that season, man. You probably gonna put it on Hall of legendary Deadeye as well, or catch and shoot. So now you can just shoot from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Don't care about anybody pulling up. This guy got, how you have legendary posterizer? Hall of Fame posterizer, Hall of Fame dimer, and legendary shifty. I want this build. How about we stop the video right now and just show me this build? There's a lot he could do. I mean, he's posterizing people. He's throwing the ball around like if they try to stop him in the paint, he's kicking it out. He can make all shots everywhere. What kind of build is this?
Takeover Surge, Hot Start, and Clutch Gene are perks that temporarily boost your badges up 1 tier in different games.
See? I saw this and I tweeted about it. I didn't get a chance to read too much into it, but that's fire, man. Clutch Gene.
Situations. They can even boost a badge beyond their max potential.
Wow.
New in 2K26, build specialization goals allow you to enhance your MyPlayer's potential in a specific skill area. For each save, you can pick one of 5 areas to specialize in: finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, or rebounding. Each area features 9 unique goals that test your abilities in that specialty. Your mastery will earn you rewards.
Shooting cap breaker. So as you complete these tasks, 0 out of 9 quest progress. So if you choose shooting, you get some extra cap breakers that's not related to the season. So for every build, you could get more cap breakers. It says shooting cap breaker though. Does that mean you could only apply it to shooting? I mean, that makes sense. Damn, that's godly though. That's some serious God work right there. God, man. Like you might really be able to go crazy with your build this year. You guys don't understand. I suggested this to 2K back in 2K22 that instead of giving us a parrot for hitting level 40 and we was all not level 40 but hitting legend, to give us cap breakers or attributes, extra attribute points. That's what I suggested. Every time you hit level 40 or whatever, try to get us another attribute point. It has to be gameplay related. They listened to me. They really took heed on what I was saying. And I remember having these discussions with the devs during 2K community days and early game tests and stuff like that. And now it's like really blossoming with the whole cap breakers and growing your build far beyond what you know what I'm saying? Like if you make a mistake with a build, you could damn near fix your mistake. You might not ever feel like you made a bad build. You could just, you know what I'm saying, fix some of the mistakes. In the past, we were like, yo, if I made a bad build, could y'all put it in the game to where we could delete the build but get all the attribute, get all the attribute points back and remake a new build version or something like that without costing us money? 2K was like, nah, you wasted that money, sir, and that time. But this right here can kind of, you know, buffer those mistakes.
Tailored to each skill area, including skill boosts, unique apparel and cosmetics, new archetype names,
Wait, go back.
cap breakers for that skill area.
Badge perk max +1. Win 100 games with 5 or more jump shots made in each game, in each win. Unique shooting archetype name. Man, there's going to be whole videos on how to get this done faster. I wonder if that one's permanent. Because that's outside the season reward. That max +1 might be permanent. I'm trying not to look at y'all this time because y'all gave away too much when I was looking at it last time, when I was looking at y'all in the chat. I'm trying to get through this first, but y'all gave me a lot, way too much before. That might be permanent though, because that's out of the season. Because this is just your build specific. So if it's your build specific, that has to be permanent. Why would they give it to you just for the season? That would be dumb. And that's a goal. That's 7 out of 9 progress.
Area and
Yo,
permanent.
I just seen multiple cap breakers. What?
Will earn you rewards tailored to each skill area, including skill boosts, unique apparel and cosmetics, new archetype names.
Shooting medallion. Okay, that's dope. You get a gold chain. Hope it goes across all characters. Shooting jersey. Jump shot skill boost, which will help you make more shots. But I see a shooting cap breaker at goal 6.
Cap breakers for that
Badge +1, another shooting cap breaker at goal 8. That's 2 so far.
skill area.
Badge perk max +2. That can't be permanent now. There's no way. There's no way. Why would they make this permanent? If that's permanent, whoa. We in for some trouble. This year's 2K is going to be more than ridiculous. Because you're going to have crazy badges.
And
That's
permanent
crazy.
max +1 and max +2 badge perks.
That means you could, if it was permanent, you might have 3 badges sitting on legendary that wasn't supposed to be there. And then during the season, you get a max +2 in the season for a tier 1 and tier 2 badge. You might have 4 badges that ain't supposed to be legendary. Nah, bro. This is wild, bro. This is wild. Now this right here,
Cap breaker.
the cap breakers are worth more than they used to be. This is how you fix your bum ass builds right here. Like, well, I mean, like if you are willing to dedicate so many badges to get your 99 already, then this would be a way to, you know, you don't know where to put the badge. You're like, at least if you add it to a area where you really struggle at. This what this really fixes for me is like standing dunk. right? You guys, that's like one of my categories that I don't put a lot to. Or it might help out with block shot as well. Like if you got a 65 block, or like a 60 block, but you need that 63. You know what I'm saying? To get those animations. Notice how you have an 83 speed, you only get a +2 and then a +1 after that. So somewhere in the 80s might be the cutoff for a large boost. But if you got low badges, I like how they did this right here. It's +1 for everything after what? 83? And what is that, 84 then? That would be 85. So 85 and up maybe is +1. So you could still fix a badge. You still fix a build up. Yeah, this is really, really, really good. Because a lot of people make 1v1 builds or 2v2 builds. They're not, or park builds, I should say, that are not meant for the rec. But you could technically say, you know what, I gave him a 40 free throw. I never do that. I'm never going to waste an attribute point on free throw. Because I always make my build with free throws. I want my build to play everywhere. But I see why people don't do it, because that could be an extra point that needs to go somewhere else to give you the edge. You know what I mean? This is huge.
Players aren't just back in NBA 2K, they're evolving. In NBA 2K26, each cap breaker will still raise your highest rated and strongest attributes by 1 point. But if you choose to apply them to your lowest rated attributes, you will see larger boosts. For example, if your favorite MyPlayer build is struggling in the rec because you left its free throw rating low, a cap breaker could raise your free throw rating by double digits and provide a significant improvement.
Cap breakers were a game changer in 2K25. I'm glad they're back in 2K26. My boys are going to be hype about this.
See, I watched some of the live stream. I didn't watch this. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's funny how I'm like calling some of the things they're saying, but I did watch some of the live stream before I had to go to work, do some work today.
Rebirth has multiple tiers this year, letting you carry over more progress from your existing saves than ever before. Silver Rebirth is unlocked at 90 overall and allows you to instantly unlock any newly created MyPlayer's maximum potential to the highest overall rating that you previously reached. As you reach 95 overall across new saves, you will unlock Gold, Hall of Fame, and Legend Rebirth.
Wait a minute. Unlocked as you reach 95 overall on new saves. So it's still going to be unlocked at 90 overall no matter what. That first time it's going to be silver. Then you'll make a new build, get him to 90, and get him to 95. And then you'll unlock gold badges, right? All your next builds will have, or after the silver's a standard, but when you get them to 95, your next build will be able to be at gold. So there's no more unlocking a build at 99 anymore? Is that how this is gonna work? Because it's not saying anything about being a 99. It's saying it unlocked at 90, right? And then unlocked as you reach 95 overall on new saves. So if I took my first build to 99 overall, and then I make my second build and I just get them to 95, does that automatically unlock the gold? And same thing, if I make a third build, if I just make them 95, does that automatically unlock the Hall of Fame? After just making one build, I don't have to really grind. How does that work? I feel bad for you guys that actually think I work for 2K, man. Y'all still silly if y'all really think I actually work for 2K. I'm a fan just like you guys. I get invited out. I get to do some special cool things from time to time. But you really crazy if you think I actually work for 2K. If I actually work for 2K, I wouldn't be working for myself. I wouldn't have a career outside of YouTube. I'd be collecting a paycheck on a weekly 2-week basis from working for 2K. Nah, I've done some scenes. I did a little acting. I got a chance to fly out over the years and play the game early. But nah, I don't work for 2K. I I wish things were different. It would be dope. But anyway, y'all got to let me know, man. That's a question that I have now. 99 overall, is that still a thing? Do we still get 99 overall?
New Rebirth tiers automatically upgrade your badges to their respective level once attribute requirements are met.
The MyPlayer Builder in 2K26 gives you all the tools to make the best possible build.
Gotta see.
Automatically upgrade your badges to their respective level once attribute requirements are met.
The MyPlayer Builder in 2K20.
People always ask, is there new hairstyles in the game? And I'm always thinking, like, I thought they put every hairstyle, just about every hairstyle in the game. But what they like to do now, because y'all keep requesting new hairstyles, they put them in the season so you can unlock them. I see them every season. There's always some new hairstyle that you can unlock. I think one season it was Goku's Dragon Ball Z Saiyan hairstyle at one time. You know what I mean? Which was kind of doofy looking. But I've seen a lot of new hairstyles. They keep putting them into the season.
26 gives you all the tools to make the best possible build.
Like if I work for 2K, I had to say this another thing. Like wouldn't I wouldn't even be here. I would be like behind the scenes doing something, right? I wouldn't be doing a reaction video. I wouldn't be playing Marvel Rivals every night on stream. I would be working for 2K. Get off from work, put my feet up. Spend time with my kids after 5:30 or whatever time they get out of work. Now I'm with you guys. I work during the day and then I stream at night. You know what I'm saying? Spend time with my kids in the morning, and then I'm, on the weekends I take the family places and then I'm back to streaming with y'all. I don't know why y'all be thinking like people that make content are rich or something. It's crazy.
So you can be a difference maker on the court. Whether you create your own build from scratch or build by badges, find what works for you.
I like this though, man. The build by badges, man. That saves me a lot of time. Cause see how it locks in the mid-range at 96 mid-range? Like I don't gotta go through messing around with stuff. And it says here you can apply the attributes as you wish, right? 85 speed, 77 agility. Listen, man, in 24, my non-negotiable was strength. In 25, my non-negotiable was perimeter defense, right? What is my non-negotiable going to be this year? It's been fun mixing it up. Am I going to go with high mid like I did with 24 or 22, 23? I had huge. Now I should just make a different build for everything I want to do. Like I might want to do a tall guard that has a high pass accuracy and a high dunk rating. So when y'all try to collapse on the logo, I could kick out to my teammates when I try to dunk the ball. Have them have a lot of strength, just get to the rim and kick out. That might be one. Minimal, you know what I'm saying? Minimal defense, minimal shooting, but high dunk rating, high pass accuracy. Draw you in, let me kick out. Go into the post, spin off you, kick out to my teammates. That might be the move. And then have another build that's just designed around scoring, right? I made one at the end of the year. But this right here has got me definitely looking, bro. I might just to be honest with you, this makes it easy to make the same builds you made last year. Me and my boy Lotto was discussing how I kind of think the builder's going to be the same as last year. Like, why would you change it? Because you got cap breakers now, right? So they don't need to like mess with it too much. Because cap breakers kind of fulfill your desires later. So just leave I don't have a problem with the builder this year. So leave it the same so we can kind of make
numerous personalization options.
It was fun breaking down all the new features.
This still looks like the same builder too, but I like how this is the cap breaker builder though. Looks the same. To be honest with you, I don't. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, please. For the first time, 2K might just actually give us something that didn't need to be fixed or changed. But I know like the ball handle's gonna be completely changed again, and post game gonna be completely changed. It's gonna be a whole bunch of changes.
In the MyPlayer builder this year. Thanks for joining me, Tyrese.
Pre-order NBA 2K26 Superstar or Leave No Doubt Edition today and start testing the revamped MyPlayer Builder sooner with early access, starting on August 29th.
Okay, that's enough of that one. I'm going to go back to
Is
this
out at
video
gold?
because I was watching this. You see where I left off in the stream? Kind of left off somewhere around here. I think I kind of like went back to it on my phone and caught a couple other things that I could tweet out. But let me go through this because I got to see what Evan is saying. I talk to Evan all the time. So Evan should let me know. What is this? Why do I see a million? Is that a million VC?
Throughout all of these reveals. So if you are a content creator and you break down or react to any of our 2K26 courtside reports in your videos, which many of you do already, just put the hashtag NBA 2K challenge on it and you are going to be helping the community reach a goal of 2,026 videos. After that goal is hit, you all will unlock a locker code for NBA 2K26 that will give you a drawstring bag and a My Team pack that you can use during early access. And on top of that, during this creator challenge, if you go to our website at that link below and you submit your video, you are going to be entered into a drawing for 1 million VC in 2K26, and we are going to pick 26 winners in a few weeks.
Okay, that's dope. So all I gotta do is hashtag this live stream or the last live stream I did, and then I get a little backpack. And if I want to be put in for the drawing for 1 million VC, I just gotta link one of my reaction videos to that website. That's not terrible. I think that's fun for creators. It's kind of like encouraging your creators to, support the content, make content. If you really enjoy this game, you're gonna make content. I really enjoy Marvel Rivals, and I stream all the time. I don't make content for it. I just stream it. But that's content, right? Because I leave it out there for y'all to see all my mistakes and all my dubs. Same thing for 2K. I've done like 75, 80. No, I think I'm at like 80 streams for NBA 2K25, which is a lot for me, y'all. So, yeah, that's pretty dope. I think that's pretty dope.
All right, you guys have heard enough from me. I think you are ready to hear more about the My.
All right, let's get to it. I want to hear his thoughts on these different thingies.
Badges, new scouting reports, and a lot more.
No. We're not watching the scouting report again. I got to hear Evan's breakdown, animation glossary, and my boy
more
Stacks.
quality of life improvement.
Go ahead,
because
Stacks.
we know that making a build is really important.
Oh, I'm blocking Evan.
That sets the foundation of how you play and your gameplay experience in my career. So you know how important that is to you, and the dev team has added this brand new animation glossary. So now you don't have to go look up what the different animation requirements are and which ratings you have to hit and all that. You can simply pull up this tab in the builder that has all the animations, and it lists every single one.
Appreciate
the
that,
attribute
Isaiah.
requirements, and also, if there are any, also the height requirements as well. That alone is a huge quality of life improvement for me. But as you heard Tyrese mention, there is also a search function. So if you tap triangle on PlayStation or Y on Xbox, you will bring up this keyboard. You can type exactly which player's animations you want to see. So if you want all of Halliburton's animations, or you want to model yourself off of Steph Curry, and you want all of Steph Curry's animations, you can type their name and you can see specifically their animations and what requirements you need to meet to play and look like them. But while we are here about animations, there is one more thing here that kind of went by quick. But Zach mentioned that in the past, when you made a custom build, you ended up with all default animation, right? As most of you in the chat know, those animations are not necessarily the ones that look the coolest or the ones that are most fun to use. So this year, the dev team has made it so that once you've made your own custom build, the builder is going to go through dozens and dozens of NBA player comparisons for the build you made, even beyond the first 3 that you see when you're at the scouting report. And then it's going to automatically pick the best animations from those players to give them to you right away. So you can see in this screenshot, this build, it got a lot of Curry animations, Lillard, Brunson animations. It got a lot of Curry animations by default. And you can, of course, still change these, but this is the way that the dev team is making the builder more friendly. So if you don't want to bother changing your animations, especially, at the start, you will have fun packages that you can play with right away. So that part's not necessarily about the animation glossary, but figured while we're talking about animations, we should mention it here as well.
I kind of like that he cleared that up, man, because, you know, when they said that it would give you some, you know, you could choose to have some animations added to your player, you know, or manually put them in when you're in the test. I like the idea that the game knows that I've chosen a lot of animations, or I've chosen to make a build very similar to these characters, to this player, and it's going to give me the right animation. So I don't really have to run through them. But in the past, I didn't really have that big of a problem with it because I had my animation saved. So I already knew what animations I wanted to go to anyway. So as long as they got that save feature still, I probably wouldn't have that much of a problem in the builder testing stuff out anyway. I appreciate the love, Leo. Appreciate the love, Isaiah. Top 10s will be coming back, man. I just had to take a break from it, man. Like, it requires a tremendous amount of time just to pre. Yeah, it takes a lot of time to make those videos, man. If you ever sit down and try to make a highlight top 10 video or something, just try to imagine it's going to take you about, 4 hours to edit or more. Then you got to do the thumbnail, and then you got to cut the commentary, add the special effects, sound, music, cuts, all of that. So I'm going to try to bring it back this year, man. I've already said I will do it. And hopefully I could just edit a little bit at a time per day before I start my streams. That's kind of the goal. So we'll see, man.
So we definitely got some quality of life.
So let's go to the next thing.
3-point shot. And let's say you want to lock that. So in this example, you can see that for Hall of Fame Shifty Shooter, you need either a 96 mid-range shot or a 96 3-point shot. And let's say you want to lock that in. If you click the right stick, it is going to ask you which attribute you want to pin. And pinning an attribute just means that you are going to lock in that attribute rating as your minimum. So for this example, let's say you pick whether you want a 96 mid-range shot or a 96 3-point shot. Let's say you pick the mid-range shot. Once it's pinned, you can then safely adjust the rest of your attributes without losing the badges that you know that you really, really want to have for your build. So this person really wanted to have Hall of Fame Shifty Shooter. That pins it so that they can make the other adjustments without losing that. I think many of us in the build or in the past, many of us who did build by badges, we always got like, you make one little attribute go down by one attribute point, you lose the badge you need, then you go all the way back up. But then when you did that, some of the other attributes that were connected to it went down with it, and you had to kind of adjust and fix everything. This kind of just keeps things locked in so that it's really...
So Stack said it, man. Quality of life. They're trying to give us less of a headache to deal with, man, because sometimes you sit in the builder and you spend more time in the builder than you do actually playing the game. That's no fun for anybody. So getting us to the game after sitting in the builder for 2 hours, testing things for another hour, and then spending the loot to get him to a 90 overall just to sit on the got next for another 10 minutes. That sucks. So this is more quality of life features. We need that. I applaud them for that change.
A huge, huge quality of life feature. So if you are somebody who already does this, hopefully this is a nice feature for you. But if you're somebody newer to the game and you just now realized that you should probably be maximizing the badges you get on your MyPlayer, this feature is going to help you out and educate you at the same time. So hopefully you guys like this.
That's crazy too. That one right there for me, another like
I agree with everything Stacks is saying.
Visual preview that you can use the right stick to kind of scroll through, and you're going to see the different body types your build can eventually unlock.
Wait, what?
Shot that we can show. So you can see here that when you are deciding your build's position and your body measurements, that there is a new body type potential preview on the right side. See a little box.
What the hell build is this? Yo! Why did y'all show this build? This better be a fake. Like Chris Smooth would say, is this a fake video? Is this a fake video? Is this a fake build? Wait, this can't be the attributes, right? It's like the potential. It's got to be potential, right? Okay, that's got to be potential. That's not a finalized build. Okay, I'm not. I thought I was tripping, bro. I see it. You can see like the potential badges you could get at this height. Okay, okay, yeah, I figured it out. I'm glad you jumped in, Dirk, because for a second I was scared. I was about to get nervous. Like, yo, don't nobody ever make this build because it's gonna break the game. I'm glad I can see it too, but you can see the body types based on the weight. I appreciate that they let you see that because you want to know what body types you could get. But I would say that it kind of looks like once you know what body type you like. In fact, I'm gonna go back to 2K25 and write down a few things like what body types I liked, because some of them look doofy. I like to have my man looking straight, like skinny but like ripped. Skinny with shoulders. That's all I want. Skinny with shoulders. Can I just have a skinny body frame with shoulders? I hate when I see skinny dudes with no shoulders. Like, no offense, but like a Kevin Durant always bothered me because he always had that like no shoulders. But I get it because it mess up his shooting range, shooting arms or whatever. But when I was coming up and I saw Kobe, Michael Jordan, and I saw like, these guys had like shoulders, like they looked like they was really about that. That's why you saw like Kobe Bryant run Pau Gasol over in the Olympics because he could do that.
The player in it. That is a visual preview that you can use the right stick to kind of scroll through, and you're going to see the different body types your build can eventually unlock by doing workouts in the Gatorade gym. What we mentioned a while back is this is just a really nice quality of life feature. You no longer have to make a build, go to the Gatorade gym, find out the build doesn't get the body type you want, back all the way back out to the main menu.
Yo, I'm glad they know that this is what we go through, man. Somebody said something. Thanks, Evan, for knowing that that's what we go through, man. Because that's a pain in the ass, man. Thank you.
The builder, do it again, do a new build, check the Gatorade gym again, rinse and repeat. It did take a long time. So this is going to skip all that for you. And now right in the builder, you can see that, if you want a swole build or if you want a skinny body type, you can see that right from the start. So hopefully this is another improvement that kind of makes your builder experience.
You know what my non-negotiable might be this year, y'all? Max arm length. I just make every build with max arm length. I haven't done that in a long time, but when I used to do it, you could have like a 70 steal and still steal the ball left and right, rip people, get boards with like a 60 rebound, snagging boards on people. Max arm length is some secret cheese in the game if you really know how, you know what I'm saying, if you really do that. I'm just letting you know, I might have, instead of getting the 99 potential 3-ball or mid-range, I might settle for the 91 or the 92. I used to do that. I used to let my takeover give me the 99s, right? Because I would build takeover by just dotting my teammates up. And then when I'm in takeover, I'll have like a 99 mid or 99 3-ball, something like that. Just playing good basketball gave me my takeover. And that takeover used to give me the attributes I needed. So I knew how good I could shoot based on my takeover meter building up. And that's how I used to play the game. But since they changed it, when you need that, you need the badges to do it. You can't rely on your takeover. Because takeover was kind of ass last year. At least in my opinion. Unless it was the deep bomber was like the only good one.
Just a little bit better.
All the other ones couldn't be trusted, man. What is this?
So it's going to be many names that you recognize.
I don't want to get into that. Pro Toon builds.
Yep. Here we go. Community builds. That
community builds are always good. I've had a community build in the game, I think for 3 years in a row, or whenever they started it, I've had a community build in the game. So I've been having fun. A lot of you guys have made my builds, and you guys have reported back to me that you've been going crazy with the build. And a lot of times, my build, you guys will make my build from the community build and then come pull up on me, beat me, and say, yo, Shake, I just beat you with your own build. Granted, I wouldn't be using the same build. Like, I'll be using like my 6'2", my 6'3", and you'll be on my 6'8" or something, and you'll beat me with my own build. You guys did that to me in 23 and in 24. That's dirty work right there, man. Dirty work.
experience so that there is more build diversity, which
We can now make builds at 7'4". So if you haven't heard, if you haven't seen my tweet, 7'4" builds is kind of crazy. An extra inch taller means an extra larger body type. You're gonna be slow as hell because I don't think they'll let you make your speed crazy. But I saw some Wemby builds last year that were really fire, man. So probably gonna be a big problem. Scouting report.
in the past, and this is what we call a scouting report. So it's essentially a more detailed summary of the build that you just made, and it has more information than you're used to. So on the left side, you have stuff you're familiar with. You see your shades of NBA comparisons and your archetype name. And also, by the way, while we're here, a little side note on archetype names. I don't know if you heard Tyrese mention it in the video, but there are roughly 10 times the number of build names compared to last year. So there will be plenty of unique names that you'll be able to see. I saw Zach on X, on Twitter, asking the community for names as well. There are going to be plenty of new unique names for your build. But anyways, back to the scouting report.
I have to say, man, that's pretty cool because including, if you want to also have to include the other ones you can unlock during your quest when you're there's some kind of quest that you can go through like to unlock your like more animations or whatever. So not animations, but cap breakers, max +1s, that little quest that you can go on. Looks like it also unlocks other names depending on the category you choose. So more names, that's better.
On the right side, you are going to see your best badges and attributes, and then a new section.
Oh, this all came from a town hall meeting that we had earlier in the year, last year, I want to say, for 2K25. I think they brought a lot of the people, some of the big names into that town hall meeting, and we had a discussion about the builder names. I was suggesting custom builder names, as long as they don't, put some racist, crazy stuff in there. But I guess 2K ain't willing to go that far because the last time they let us do something full custom, the community took it way too far, man. I remember the kiosk days, man, with the t-shirts. Oh man, I was going crazy with the t-shirts, making Spider-Man, but the community really, really ruined it, bro. They took it way too far.
At the bottom, that coaches you on your
We even had custom t-shirts where you could make a t-shirt and put a logo on it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there was a year where we could put a custom t-shirt together, if
strengths
I
and
remember
weaknesses.
correctly.
So, let's say you made a point guard, but for some reason you decided not to.
Shout out to my man Frog the Barber. I will stop the video to say what's up to my homie Frog the Barber. He is the only dude that'll make me stop and say what's up to my homie, because this dude was with me when I had like 5 subscribers or something like that. You know what I'm saying? When we was just playing Halo, so big shout out to my man Frog and his family. Nothing but love for you, brother. One day, man, we might link up. We want to do something. I'll holla.
To upgrade your pass accuracy. Those of you who have played with
2K18,
point guards with no
yeah.
pass accuracy know that may not be the best point guard to have as your teammate. So
All right, we get it. Scouting report, badge perks. Oh yeah, badge perks. Let's cover this real quick.
because as most of you know and probably remember, max +1s, they boost one of your badges one tier even beyond their max. Just like the name sounds, max +2s do the same thing except 2 tiers higher. So if you have a badge that maxes out at gold and you can insert it into a max +2 slot, that is going to boost that badge all the way to legend. Then we have badge perks that activate in specific game situations. So Takeover Surge is a perk that boosts badges 1 tier beyond their max potential while you have your takeover bar filled all the way to level 5.
There's something missed in this screen. What we talking about, bro? Hold on, I gotta listen to this. Don't distract.
Takeover Surge
Damn it. Let me
it
finish.
out at gold and you can insert it into a max +2 slot. That is going to boost that badge all the way to legend. Then we have badge perks that activate in specific game situations. So Takeover Surge is a perk that boosts badges one tier beyond their max potential while you have your takeover bar filled all the way to level 5. Then Hot Start, that one's
No, this is dope. So if you're in Takeover, whatever badges you have in here. So I'm guessing you could have your max +1 or max +2 badges in those slots, but also in your Takeover Surge slot as well. But then again, you won't have to because you'll already be legendary. Like you might have a badge at legendary. But if you could put other badges in there, every time you hit Takeover, it also boosts the badge. But does that mean that y'all dumb down Takeover? So really Takeover is just max +1ing a badge or two? I hope you still get 99 everything, man, because if all you did was just, you know what I'm saying? That would be kind of whack if y'all did it like that, you know? But I this year, I think I'm going to make me a build that could dunk on people. Last year, I made no builds that could actually get posterizers, like real legit posterizers. So I'm for sure making at least 1 or 2 builds this year that could dunk somebody into the ground. I want to have some fun again, y'all. I want to catch a lob and straight destroy somebody under the rim. I did it a couple times this year, but I want it to be a real serious thing this coming year.
specifically activates during the early portions of game. So you're going to come out of the gates with one of your badges, or 2 if you have both slots unlocked, one of your badges temporarily boosted 1 tier higher. Then the last one is Clutch Gene. And if you put badges in these,
Wait a minute. Listen.
one of your badges, or 2 if you have
So Hot Start is basically early in the game, you get a badge already +1. That's not bad. That's not bad.
both slots unlocked, one of your badges temporarily boosted 1 tier higher. Then the last one is Clutch Gene. And if you put badges in these slots, they will be boosted 1 tier during high pressure situations.
The thing about that one though is if you're not getting the ball and you're in the rec center, you're kind of wasting those badges. So you may have to put it on badges that, you know, give you that hot start no matter what, even if you're not getting the ball. You know what I'm saying? Clutch game. This is the Clutch Gene. I'm sorry. This one right here is fire. Yeah, this is great. This is greatness right here. This is super greatness. Especially if you have like a 99 mid-range. I mean, you can put it on anything that would help you shoot even crazier to make sure you make shots at the end of the game. I'd probably make mine dunking. I'm definitely making me a slashing shot creator this year. Low ball handle, but high posterizer, high shooting.
In the park, high pressure situation means like late game situations down the stretch. But if you're playing like full games, that's going to be the end of the 4th quarter. And overtime, that's going to be when this Clutch Gene kicks in. So these are various badge perks that you're going to be able to earn from seasonal rewards and other places that...
Tell me now, man, if something's missing. Takeover progression.
You are going to unlock over 40 takeover related rewards. And some of these rewards are going to be takeover token. And you can see in this screenshot on the right side that this person has 39 available tokens. And these takeover tokens are how you unlock new takeovers this year. So in total, there are 44 takeovers and 11 takeover abilities. So that is much more consolidated compared to 2K25. So it's consolidated so that each takeover is more impactful based on feedback from the community that last year there may have been too many takeovers. So once you...
Wait a minute. People was complaining that there was way too many takeovers last year. Now there's 44. Was there more than 44 last year? I don't know. All I know is that's so now you can unlock takeovers. So does that mean? Because I tweeted something about takeovers, like custom takeovers, because I saw it written down, or I saw it, but I didn't go into any detail because I don't really know too much about it. But does this mean that you can unlock takeovers that you're not supposed to have? Like if you're a big man, can you have a takeover like Deep Bomber? Is that the case?
To unlock a new takeover this year, you instantly get access to the full 5 levels. You do not have to keep hitting level 3 to unlock level 4, to unlock level 5. Once you use your takeover tokens and unlock a takeover, you get access to all 5 levels right away.
That's good. That's good. I hated that whole, I got to play a certain amount of games at level 3 takeover before I could really go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that was definitely a drawback. That's probably why I thought takeover was trash last year. Maybe now I won't look at takeover like it's trash anymore. I'll finally be able to say, yo, man, takeover is actually pretty good again. Because maybe that's a big part of the reason why I felt like it was trash. You had to grind. Okay, so the takeovers have to be attached to attributes. That would make sense, man, because holy, I can imagine that you could unlock a bunch of takeovers, but if you unlock some stuff that you ain't supposed to have, like all I really want, last year I was focusing on dribbling. This year I'm not. I'm going strength. I'm going blow-bys, you know what I'm saying? Like, just let me hit you with one crossover, use my strength, my strong man ability, bust through you, and clear out the way because I'm dunking on somebody. Or if a teammate is open, I'm gonna kick out. That's how I'm gonna be trying to play the game this year. I'm trying to go back to 2K24 style. This year I wasted way too much time trying to learn how to dribble, and I got too much to do now. I gotta work. You know what I'm saying? I got a career I'm trying to build. There's no way I'm gonna spend every day trying to dribble and lab up. I just want to be able to hit my shots, play mid-range, play excellent defense, and get to the cup when I want to get to the cup. Couple moves, boom, boom. Try to play like Kobe, like Michael, really. You know, less dribbling, 100% usage of the space you give me. You know what I'm saying? You up on me too close, I should be able to get by you with strength. If you're up, too far from me, I'm pulling up.
Besides that, there are other takeover rewards, though. We have takeover presets that allows you to change.
I'm saying this really because I feel like they destroyed ankle breakers. There was a time when I focused on breaking people's ankles, and that was 2K21, 2K22. But 21 was the last year when you could just drop people to the ground pretty consistently. I think 22 had some of the craziest animations. Guys was doing front flips after ankle breakers. That was a fun ass year too, with the ankle breakers. But that used to be me, man, the ankle bully, right? Ankle bully. Hear the lion roaring and about to snap someone's ankles, and I put it in slow motion with the sound of Guile from Street Fighter dying in the background when a guy gets his ankles took. I mean, that's all fun and dandy, man, but this year, for the last maybe 2-3 years, it felt like maybe 2 years for sure, ankle breakers have been kind of lackluster or almost impossible to do. So I'm gonna just go back to scoring. They've been nerfed it, bro.
Which takeover you have equipped between games very quickly.
All right, keep it moving. There it is, custom takeover. See, I know I saw
this year. So after
I didn't watch the whole takeover.
You unlock this final reward, we're going to show you the custom takeover menu, and here's what it looks like. It is going to allow you to design your own takeover from scratch.
Oh, yeah, that's dope. That's kind of fire, man. I saw it, but I didn't really get into it. Custom takeover. Customize and save your own takeover. Select up to 3 attributes to boost your takeover. Select from the list of your qualified takeover abilities. Yo, I was just talking to my boy Lotto about that before a rec game, where I was like, yo, this one takeover has what I want, but the other one has what I need. You know what I'm saying? So I wish I could have both of these in one takeover. Now I could do that. So what does it cost to get this custom takeover? Hold on.
I'm gonna still guess though. Is it maybe custom takeovers? Are we getting custom takeovers, Evan?
That's a great guess, Stacks. Stacks couldn't help himself. He already looked ahead. But yes, the final reward is custom takeover. And this has been something that I've seen requested often, and the dev team was able to make it happen this year. So after you unlock this final reward, we're going to show you the custom takeover menu, and here's what it looks like. it is going.
So that must be reward number 40. Because he said something like 40 rewards or 44 takeovers, but he had like 39 points, 39, like saved up points for takeover points or whatever. How soon can you unlock custom takeover? Because if that's a season 1 unlock, that's crazy. You probably have to grind for this, man. I can already tell you right now what I'm gonna make my takeover, man. I want that maxed out 99 crazy mid-range. I want the blow by ability with that. And if I give my man post ability, I want to be the post spin off somebody too. But I primarily want to be able to just blow past defenders and give myself the speed to take shots if I have to, but like blow past defenders and dunk on people. I don't know, man, because that's the thing that'll make them play up on you. Ah, man, you go back to 2K20, I had slash and takeover. It was a slashing shot creator, so I had shot creating take and slasher take. They didn't know how to guard me. What year was that, man? Like your takeover would blink into 2 takeovers, like you would be like they didn't know what to do. That's what I want to do again. I want to be able to have a shooting takeover with a slashing takeover, so they're kind of like, damn, I don't know how to guard that.
To allow you to design your own takeover from scratch. You can pick up to 3 attributes that you want to target. So in this example, this person decided to target speed.
A plus 15 midi and post take. Yes, that's what I'm doing, man. I didn't really get into post game this year, man, but I'm going back to it. I'm going back to it again, man. I had so much fun with my 6'6" and my 6'8" in previous 2Ks. I just wasn't grinding like that.
3-point shot and close shot. It is really up to you. And then after that, you can pick from any takeover ability that your build is qualified to use and pair it with those attribute boosts. So in this case, this person picked lethal layup. And there are a crazy amount of possibilities here. You really can pick what is going to work best for your build and your play style. And this is a huge way to kind of improve upon your build during the year. And one of the ways that we were talking about or hinting at a couple of weeks back. Stacks, I'm very excited for custom takeover. I'm going to try to earn that as quickly as possible.
All right, so he said he's going to try to earn it as quickly as possible. We're going to find out. Build specialization.
We're going to be able to pick 1 of 5 skill areas to specialize in. And these...
Okay, this we kind of glazed over during the courtside report. This is where you have those tasks, right? My career, build specialization. Choose a specialization and send yourself on a journey full of related challenges and unique rewards. Do you further expand upon your best skills, or do you round out your player in a secondary area? Choose wisely. No. 99 yourself in certain areas so you have a role on every team you play on. 99. So when somebody says, yo, man, we need a lock, I got one of those. Hey, man, we need a shooter, bro. We already got a lock. We need a shooter or we need a rebounder. I got one of those. These are your categories right here. Finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, and rebounding. Don't make a build that could do everything all the time. Like, just try to make builds that you know can seriously dominate your role and your position. Because those 80 overall, every category type builds get killed when that 99 comes, bro. I know this, man. Because either I'm doing the killing with my 99s, or I'm getting killed because I don't quite have enough. I'm like, oh, I can still play a little defense. Oh, I can still get a, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can, but try not to super round your build. I like to make those roundabout builds. I did it for years. But this year, I'm still saying, like, get at least 1 or 2 categories that you can 99 out. At least one. Guarantee yourself a role on each team. If it's a finishing build, if you're going to make 5 builds, make 5 out of these categories. Right? Make 5 builds out of these categories. 1 with a 99 finishing, 1 99 shooting, depending on what it is you want. Mid or 3-pointer, dunking or layups. I would suggest dunking just for the animations. Playmaking, you got ball handle or pass accuracy. I think you could get a high ball handle and a high pass accuracy, to be honest. Perimeter and steal is a very similar way to do it too. But try to get one of them. Like maybe get a 99 steal, but you have an 85 perimeter. But stealing wise, you could go crazy, right? Get like 8 steals a game. But you know, you may not be able to lock people if they start putting the pressure on you. Same thing with rebounding, man. Rebounding and defensive rebound, that's a defensive build. Y'all already know that the 7-footers with the 6'10s, 6'8, what was it, 6'9, 6'10, 99 offensive rebound for the park, 7-footer, 99 offensive rebounder for the rec. You will fit on every team. You will fit on every team. Somebody asked if I'm gonna make a center this year. If I decide to make a center this year, just know that he's gonna have a 99 old board, so I can make sure my team can get these shots back up.
These are the same as the 5 attribute categories. So you can pick from finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, or rebounding. And you do have to meet the attribute requirements for the specialty that you want to pick. Now, each of these specialties is going to give you a unique quest line that has 9 quests in it. And as you complete these 9 quests, you are going to unlock really, really cool new rewards, including more new ways to upgrade your build. So let's say you choose the shooting quest line. This is a quick preview that we have of the 9 quests that you get for the shooting quest line. You can see that for shooting, you are challenged to make mid-range shots or 3-point shots. It's up to you. And with this, as you complete these, you can earn rewards like skill boosts and new clothing items, which many of you probably expected. But also, as you can see here, if you look closely, there are permanent max +2 badge perks, permanent cap breakers, and also new unique archetype names that you can earn from these build specialization quests. So this is a massive addition. When we said earlier a couple weeks back that the dev team wanted to add new ways for you all to improve your builds during the year, this is exactly what I had in mind. This is exactly what we meant. And I think you all are really going to like this. You're going to be earning max +1s, max +2s, cap breakers, and a bunch of great rewards from these quest lines that can really either emphasize the best skill for your build, or you can kind of see maybe you have a weakness that you want to fill in a little bit and then make your build a little bit more well-rounded. Either way, build specialization, brand new feature. Really excited that we're going to have this in 2K26.
All right, that's dope. I'm impressed with that. Cap breakers, I got.
But then you got some friends and they're like, hey, let's go play in the rec instead. Well, the difference is the rec has free throws if you get.
Okay, we made this point already. I think we kind of covered that. Rebirth. Let's see if he goes into more detail.
Nice upgrade as well. And this is a very, I saw a lot of W's in the chat when this was playing in the video. But there are now multiple tiers of Rebirth. And that means you can carry over more and more progress the higher your tier. So at 90 overall, you're going to unlock Silver Rebirth. That means your max potential will be unlocked to match your highest rated build, and your badges are going to start at Silver. That is just like how it used to be. But as you keep reaching 95 overall on new saves, you are going to unlock more tiers of Rebirth. We're going to call them Gold, Hall of Fame, and Legend Rebirth, just like the badge tiers. And it is named that way because with those rebirths, the badges on your new saves will automatically start at that tier, right? As long as they're eligible, right? A badge that's only eligible for Silver is not going to suddenly start at Legend, but it will start as high as it is eligible for. So with Legend Rebirth, once you unlock that, when you make new saves, all of your badges are going to be maxed out right off the bat, right? You can go higher than Legend. So with Legend Rebirth, all of your badges will be as high as they can be. So for those of you who make a lot of builds during the year,
So can we do this instantly though? If I take a build to 99, do we still get to take the next build to 99? Or are we having to take the build to 90 overall and grind it to 95? And that's one build that you got to 95 for the gold badges. Then you make another one, got them to 95, and you get them to Hall of Fame, right? Then you make another one, unlock this, you reach 95 overall on new saves. Then you get that last one to 95 for the legend. You get what I'm saying? Or can we take the first build to 99, make the next build and just get them to 95? Make a third build, get them to 95? Make the fourth build and get them to 95 again? All it, like, you know, that first time you get them to 99? I want to know. I want to know.
I know you are really going to like this feature. especially those of you I've seen max out all 15 of your save slots or however many there are. You guys are really going to like this feature because as you make your new builds with that higher rebirth from Hall of Fame and Legend Rebirth, you are really going to be saving a lot of time as you keep making new builds. So hopefully you're really excited for Rebirth and the new tiers of them beyond Silver.
Oof. All right.
All right, so I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So we learned a lot. I think the most that we understood here is that I gotta do my daily spin. I don't know why I still do this, man. Just hoping one day just get a million. But I'm gonna invite some of the homies in here to ask them what were some of the things that they got excited about real quick, as I always do. See who's around. I know some of my guys for sure uninstalled 2K. What's up, man?
Yo.
I see Spec around. Let's see if he heard anything. Hey, man. Hey, that's a lot of y'all in here already. That's quick. All right, man. Yeah, I just wanted to know, you guys saw some. Can y'all? Oh, they can't hear
everybody
me.
what they
They
build,
can't hear me.
what they making.
Yo.
I can see it already.
Hey,
All
just
right.
gonna have your boy Dirk do a 30-minute dissertation.
No. If Dirk, if you want to get in here, man, Dirk,
me in there.
get in here if you want to, man. I will not
Dirk gonna
allow
be here
my
about
boy
an
Dirk to do a
hour-long
16-minute segment
On
on the intricate details.
Talking about monologues with Dirk.
Monologues.
Yeah, man.
Dirk needs a talk show, bro. Like he just sit down and do a talk show.
That man gonna talk about spend 45 minutes on each shoulder. In the
He gonna have a suit on with his legs crossed and a cup of coffee in his hands the whole time.
See, look, he gonna have the talk show called the Dirt Sheet. That's the name of his talk show, the Dirt Sheet.
The Dirt
Well,
Cheese.
plus, didn't they make the dribbling and stuff so bigs can do it now too? He already had a big that was out there crossing on the park. It's going to be even crazier.
Yes, he was. Nah, I want Dirk for sure to come through this year and actually run with us, and bring out his build that could post and do some crazy stuff, get some wins, stream it up. But because I'm gonna be posting as well, so at least he could give me some tips and tricks. Because his unemployed ass will be teaching me all the stuff that I need to learn how to do. All right, so let me see. Let me get to a quiet space so we could discuss a couple things. I think this room might be quiet. 4 a.m. over there. Okay. Let me see. I see my brothers online. I have no idea how much I just want to stop and just go run some games with them. Let me see who's in the party. We got a full party right now. Everybody can check in. I'm just gonna go down the line real quick. Paul, can you hear me?
Yo.
What's up, Paul? Y'all know my boy
good, my
Paul.
brother?
I've been running with Paul for I don't even know how long at this point, man. It's been
2K17.
a long time, man. We almost known each other goddamn 7, 8 years, 9 years or so. Long ass time. I did bench him a couple years because he's a scrub every now and then, but most of the time he's legitimate. Remember when Paul was a 99 slasher and that's all you could do? Like, I'm benching this fool. I can't run with this dude. But this guy done turned himself into a shooter. He runs with the Game. If you guys know the Game, the rapper. He's a mega heavy, hardcore, competitive person. The Game usually has one of the best, if not the best, rated team pro-am in the world.
Always.
Every year. And guess what? My man Paul that y'all are listening to right now is on that team. He be on that team on a regular basis. Every year, right? For like 2 years now, 3 years? How long has it been? Yeah.
Since I've been running with him for about like 2-3 years.
Right. So Paul gets a chance to run with some high quality, more competitive players than me. What did you learn today, Paul, that got you interested in the game? In 26.
Not much really. It looks interesting. It looks like the same builder for real, but they tweaked it up a bit.
Was
I just
there
don't
anything?
understand it. I gotta get my hands.
Was there
on
anything
it,
that stood
honestly.
out to you? Did you learn anything today?
Yeah, the multiple cap breakers. That's pretty interesting. I like that.
The multiple cap breakers. That's what's up. Lob City Paul, Dio Ninja.
But I ain't
Shout out
see,
to my
I
man
ain't,
Ninja.
I ain't seen no damn dunking, no major thing on dunking. So we'll see. We'll see.
All right, so you said cap breakers is the thing that got you going. We'll leave it there. Who else we got? D9 is disconnecting, so we'll figure him out later. Snap, what's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Hey, man, this the OG right here. My man Snap, he's the guy that makes builds at every position, point guard, centers. You know what I'm saying? And he plays a lot of 1v1s. Probably one of the few guys I know that plays 1v1. So, Snap, what did you see that you saw that you thought was interesting this time around?
The +1 and +2 permanent. That's actually pretty dope.
The +1 permanent?
Yeah, the +1 and +2 permanent, where you can make it permanent. Like, that's actually pretty dope too. Cause
what are we talking about though? Where's it permanent, bro? Because that's scary. Where's that permanent? Did he say that?
You gotta, yeah, it said that in the little video.
So is it permanent? Is it permanent from the season reward or?
I don't know if it was season 1.
From what I got from it, it says the season, the regular season ones that we get, and then they said we can unlock permanent ones. So we'll see.
I think you're talking about the unlockable ones from the quest that you got to do, right? I think those are the ones that
like the
probably.
Yeah.
It couldn't be too. The other
that's got to be it.
You can actually, I like the little search mechanism they got in there too for your build too.
Because he didn't confirm that when I was listening to him. I didn't feel like he confirmed if it was permanent or not. But if you're saying it is, and y'all heard enough from people, then I'm excited about it, man. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, that'll be pretty OP if that's the case.
Permanent from the shooting one, yeah, the quest. Yeah, it's the quest one. Yeah. That's what my man Dirk just confirmed.
I did see a lot of legendary badges too on the dudes that was making that one build. There was hella legendary badges.
Come on, that 6'3". Yeah.
Can I sneak in an extra one?
Oh, that's 6'3".
So
No. You gotta leave it there. We gotta leave it there because it's a lot. It's a lot of other people that got something to say. D9, you back?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, man. You gonna fill a role tonight. You gonna fill Dirk's role right now. What was the thing? What was the thing that you saw that was interesting to you that you learned today about the 2K26 news?
Honestly, the weighted cap breakers is wild. I usually make my builds very specific, so like 45 standing dunk, not 46, 45, 73 close shot. That way I get bronze, pink prodigy, but like not 74. So now, if I got a 45 standing dunk, I put one cap breaker on it, it turns into like 60 standing dunk. That's wild. Like, I understand why they're weighted, but I really liked the system they had. So I'm kind of like, it's going to take way more time, I think almost like half the year to probably actually finally tune these builds and actually understand the builder even more than it was before because of the weighted cap breakers. That just is going to, I think it's going to take way too much time to for everyone to truly understand how we're going to finally tune these builds.
Yeah, I agree. I think that was definitely one of the ones that got me super excited. Cause in terms of making a build, in terms of my excitement about making a build, because I was like, damn, if I got a bad category, technically I could fix it. I don't make builds that can't shoot free throws, but those days might be over where you have that guy in the gym that we find out can't make free throws and we foul him at the end of the game and force him to shoot free throws. You know, because they might.
I think somebody told me that you could have like a really really low pass rating. You put one cap breaker on it, it brings it to like bronze, and then you could put your double +2, and then it becomes a gold badge. So like you went from having a terrible pass accuracy to now you have gold dimer at like a mediocre rating. That's gonna be insane. I don't even understand fully grasp it yet, but it's gonna be crazy.
That sounds good, man. I think that was a good one to bring up because, be honest with you, I was pretty hyped about that too. I was like, wow, they really are not gonna let your build suffer unless you make them suffer. I still don't see myself adding a whole attribute point to, but we're gonna have to start adding the attribute points that we know we're gonna earn. If you're gonna play 8 seasons next year for sure, you have to know like, okay, I gotta hit 48 times, so I'm gonna get at least an extra 8 badges, right?
I gave him 7.
Or 8 attribute points. I mean, and then you're gonna say the extra cap breakers that you get from the quests, how many you gonna get from there too, and how many you may get from just rep in the city. You know what I'm saying? That +5 that they gave us last year. If they took that out the game though, that and they kind of put it into those quests, that's when I'm gonna be like, damn, I wish they would have still gave us the +5s. So we need to confirm that though. But that was a good point. That was a good point. Lotto,
Yes,
Lotto, man. What was what you saw? What was something you saw from what we saw today? And for y'all that don't know my man Lotto, I mean, he's been my right hand for like 3 years now, 4 years, maybe going back to 2K20. Really, 2K21. He was my right hand. I had to calm Lotto's raging ass down a couple years back in 2K21 when he was about to wring everybody's neck that we ever played against or played with. It was a
recollection at all.
He made it impossible for me to bring new people around for a while. But you know what? Lotto's been through, thick and thin with me, ups and downs, in my good years and my bad years. I think 2K21 was a bad start, but turned out to be a real excellent year. Me, him, and Cap kind of dominated those parks. 22, I kind of picked it up, and I felt like I was really good in that year. 23, I was okay. But it wasn't until the end of the year, not the end, but like towards the middle to the end of the year when I started really going crazy with my 6'8", and he was there, Cap was there. So, anytime I feel like I'm weak in a certain year, he kind of picks up the pieces and was able to do things the right way for us. So, my boy Lotto, my right hand, what's good, man? What did you see today?
For me, bro, was the what is it? Customized takeover.
Customized takeover.
Because I like to make tall builds. So
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
add speed and 3-point to anything. So that's gonna be my main stuff right there.
I gotta say, man, I'm 100% in agreement with all y'all, but that one changed the game for me because we had already said we just had that conversation recently where I was like, damn, I wish I could have blow-bys with shot creating or something, so I could shoot, so they don't know how to guard me. Like I can get to the rim if I want to, or I can take a shot if I want to. They have to play up on me so I can get to the rim. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe still make it to where you could pass out. You know what I'm saying? With a high ass pass accuracy to go with it. That's like really crucial right there. And I think that might change the game because we were saying that Takeover was ass this year.
Right. Well, the last 5 builds I made, I had it where all of them had speed in it. Satellite, make it rain, a slice. So just like he said, now that I can actually put that in there specifically myself, oh, that's dangerous. That's dangerose.
100%. 100%. Now I was trying to get my man Jay Easy. He was next up. This guy's a brother from another mother, man. One of my homies from, y'all don't understand, like super day one. He's like my boy Frog the Barber. But I guess he left the party. But if I could get him back, that's a guy that I really want to hear from. He's been in the game for a long time. In fact, him and like my man Jive Turkey kind of gave me my starter pack on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So Jay Easy.
Oh, tough.
Jay Easy was one of the GOATs, original YouTube underground brothers, and I've met him several times in real life. He's come to visit me in Orlando. And him and his family, lovely family, got a great kid, you know what I'm saying? So definitely somebody I want to hear from. If I could just get him back, Jay Easy, nothing but love for the homie, the big homie. This man is like 6. Every time I see him, like he came out the hoop with me one time. This man is like 6. He's like, every time I seen him, it's like he getting bigger and taller and stronger. And I'm like, damn. What do I got to do to keep up? He's been a big inspiration for me too, just being in the gym. So shout out to my man, Jay Easy if he comes back. Until then, we got my boy Cap, and he's another one, man, been with me, rocking with me for years on these games, especially when I met him in 2K21 on 2K. We put some events together, This guy came out there destroying everybody, and I was like, I gotta have him on the squad. And whenever we had him running on the squad, man, he always filled the role, was always down to run, and always clutch at a role that you don't think is clutch. This man playing power forward, hitting game-winning shots. You know what I'm saying? And shutting players down. For the most part. But just like the rest of us, man, had to take a little break. You know what I'm saying? I took a whole 9 months off. He took a year off. You know what I'm saying? Might even take more time off. You don't always have to put all your time into one game anymore, man. I don't plan on doing that either. I think 2K is a great product, but at the same time, it's better to get a little separation from time to time, even if that means getting with family and stuff like that too. So, Cap, what did you see today that you saw that was like, yo, I might have to.
Everybody took all my answers.
No, so reiterate.
So I'm gonna go with a one that everyone I'm pretty sure is gonna talk about when it comes out.
I got
7'4" builds. 7'4".
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The Wemby builds that we've been waiting for. 7'4".
I was waiting for Snap to say that because I think that's what Snap was gonna say when he said, "Can I say one more thing?" I was like, nah, because I know he's gonna say it and somebody else gonna need to say it. But because he made a Wemby build this year, and I agree with you, bro. That sounds crazy. 7'4". 7'4". Zach Edey. I'm looking forward to it.
Zach Edey, Victor Wembanyama. You gonna see some Yao Ming builds on there now.
Oh, I don't think nobody. I ain't seen too many builds better than mine.
Build, bitch. Oh my lord, I can't wait.
Everybody
It honestly
depends
on the contest system as well, because if the bigs can shoot over people like they did last year, 7'4" is gonna be wild. I'm finna be dribbling all over.
I'm gonna break the game. I always break the game at least with one center every year.
As long as like we always think that, but like the builds that was really breaking the game last year. And all the years, the last couple years, I'm off on my shot. It's been like the 6'2" that have the 99 3-ball. Those have been the ones that have been seriously game breaking. And then you have to if your team doesn't have a 99 offense or like rebounder, then you're gonna get so cooked in the paint. One of the worst feelings I think you can experience in this game is having somebody averaging 20, or getting like in a rec game where the guy has like 24 boards. And you got like 6 boards. You know what I'm saying? And he's killing you. And he's giving his man, second shot. So those builds, those attributes have been more game breaking to me than a super tall player. But with the right badges, anything could be. I'm sorry, with the right attributes, right attributes, anything could be kind of game breaking, bro. And
which has to be with a raising eyebrow, because the way they're doing the attributes this year, the badges, the way how you can do the cap breakers, what we might be looking at, and I don't want to quote it, we might be looking at how 2K23 was 6'9" and up.
No, they're not gonna go that extreme. I don't think they're gonna go that extreme with it. But one thing I can say I'm looking forward to is specializing on a category. They give you a chance to specialize on a category. It could be shooting, playmaking, passing, defense, or what is it? Finishing, shooting, playmaking, passing.
I hope people don't mess that up, man. If you make a shooter and you make your player specialize on rebounding or something crazy because you're like, well, I just want to make sure my rebounding goes up high. No, stupid. You're gonna be ass. You're gonna be dumb ass.
Well, hold on though. Let's think about it though. That could be a sleeper. Say you max out your shooting, and you know what? I'm gonna specialize in playmaking. I'm gonna make you think I can.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why it's dangerous, bro. Because those cap breakers are gonna be applied to that and that only. So if you mess around and you're a great shooter, but you could use one more badge to give you legendary, or one more attribute cap breaker will give you like some kind of legendary Deadeye or something like that. But you chose playmaking. I mean, it can still work if you're using the season to do it. But I would hate for somebody to pick a category that truly isn't their build just because they think it'll make it better. You know what I mean? And then you mess around and make the build not quite, right. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be the bronze and the silver plates. Thinking they're good. That's all it is.
Yeah, don't mess
The
around and
ones
give
trying
it
to
the
make
wrong
those
category.
balance bills. They're trying to make those jack all trade bills and all that.
Yeah, just don't mess that up, man.
Cat fairy bills, jack all trade.
Yeah, I just don't want somebody to.
No. I've been that for a long time now. I've been two-way.
Yeah, if you make a slasher, and then you make your second category, like the category that the challenges you doing, let's say playmaking, but you got low ball handling, right? Because you a slasher with strength and good defense, but you over here trying to be a playmaker to go with it. Those attributes ain't gonna save you, man. And them plus ones ain't really gonna take your build to the next level. And it just will be a waste. Like if you got like a 95 Duncan, when you could have like a 90, 99. So it's just a little dangerous.
What was that, Snap?
You know.
So you basically made a Smush Parker.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, so we're gonna leave it there, man. King Hustle, I appreciate you coming through, man. And we've been going for about an hour and a half. We got lots more to discuss when they drop more 2K joints. Look for me to stream next time live. If they're gonna be dropping them at 10 a.m., I'll just start work a little later. Today I was eating breakfast and I saw it going live and I was watching it and I was like, I'll cover it later tonight. But I might just stream it live when it's coming through. I think the next couple ones we might see my career and then the park and everything. So I'll be streaming it live if it's going to be popping off. My team next week. So we might, you know what I'm saying? We might get it in. We'll see what it is.
We're gonna skip the hell out of that. I'm just playing.
Man, wow.
The new cap breaker system makes it hard for people to waste builds. Right. What are we really getting, like a full potential type of build system? And it's really what we've been asking for. Right, man. Since at least 2K22 for sure. I was asking for that. 100%.
Speaking of which, I'm glad he brought that up because there is one thing we did miss and didn't say. The Rebirth system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they didn't clarify for me.
Shake was talking about earlier the 90 and the 95.
No. Here we go. All right, so Rebirth. If you max them out if you want to make a new build at 90, you get all silver badges.
Silver. Yeah.
95 and up, you get
it's gold. Hall of Fame and
legend. Make them to 99. You get to take them to 99. You get first of all, you get gold, half, legend, all that shit. If you make max out of 99, pretty much gonna be mad.
I mean, in other words,
you don't have to grind your.
It's pretty much the same as last year to a degree, a little bit.
So wait a minute.
You had to get those badges.
Clarify real quick.
Legend, you do not have to grind your badges.
Clarify with me real quick though. What happens if you make the very first build, you get them to 99? Is the second build? If you make that build, can you make that build a 99? The second build you make. So if you make that build 99, he'll have legendary badges,
right? 99, whatever badges however you make them, whatever badges you get for him, they automatically go straight to the max.
Correct. That is correct.
I thought you had to get several builds to 95.
I remember seeing you say that earlier, Shake. You don't have to make 2 builds. No, that was just saying kind of like this year, where if you got it up to 90, then it would be up to that degree. But if you got it past the threshold of 95,
well, here's why I'm saying
whatever
this.
You got your
here's why I thought that, because if you look at the badges this year, right? We had something called, we go to badges. We had maximum overdrive. No, maximum overdrive. Right. And every time you made a new build, you unlocked a new maximum overdrive slot. So I was thinking
like that.
I was thinking they made it like that, where they unlock a new slot that you could, you know what I'm saying? Get the new, every time you make a new build, you get a new slot that you could get to the highest level on badges up until you make 4 builds. You know what I'm saying? I thought that's what they did. Like they took out maximum overdrive and put it towards that now or something like that. But anyway, I don't know. Right now, it sounds like if you make a 99, you get your first build to 99, your second build may be able to have all his badges unlocked, or he'll just be able to go to gold. And then the third build, you get to 99 when you pay for the money and get him on the 99. He's a 95 plus, right? So then that build will be all the badges to legend. And then, you know what I'm saying, or Hall of Fame. And then the fourth one will be all the badges to legend. You know, I don't know at the moment. But if what you're saying is right,
them symbols do look like they indicate that.
That's what I'm saying.
Literally,
those
the
symbols.
little
Now that I
bar
looked
is
at it.
just for silver, and then the other bar goes gold, half, and legend all together.
I think you might have to get 4 builds, bro. You might have to get 4 builds.
Yeah, we'll see when it come out.
But it's all good.
He also explained it when
like
it came up on the screen as such as well. If you go back and watch it.
Right. All right. So look, last question, man.
I got
Last
2 more
question.
things.
Last question.
By the way,
No. We gonna cover that in another stream, bro. That's too much. We can't be going for a whole 4 hours. I gotta edit this down anyway. Last question, man. And y'all can chime in when y'all, whatever. Y'all, anybody can answer this one. The real question is, how much money y'all spending on this year's game, bro?
500.
And let me know.
But if you spend it at separate times, it doesn't feel like that. That's
got to be a 2-part. How much money did everybody spend on this current 2K?
I was gonna ask that. How much did you spend this year? But how much are you really gonna spend next year? Because this.
I have a foolproof plan.
Listen, y'all saw those 5 categories, right? Did y'all see those 5 categories? It's shooting, it's finishing shooting, playmaking. It's the same categories you get when you make your build that you get a quest for. This is gonna make you want to do a quest in each one of those categories. You're gonna want to do a quest because you're gonna be like, I'm gonna do my next build gonna be finishing. I want to do that quest and get his badges all the way up, or get his attributes all the way up.
Gonna be shooting,
bro. Bare minimum, everybody's making 5 builds, bro.
My next build gonna be rebounding.
Oh yeah, I made 9 builds this year.
I'm
definitely
being
making about 8.
realistic too.
So look, let's do the math, bro. Let's do the math. If it costs about $100, right, to get him to 99, is it $100? I doubt that's gonna change. Is all I'm saying.
It might
Am I
get
wrong?
worse. Yeah.
I was about to say it might be more.
Might be more. So let's just say you buy 100,000 VC. I mean $100 worth of VC. That's gonna get your bill to 99. Am I right? It used to be $50 or something like that. Now it's like $100.
It used to be SP.
Yeah, what is it now? If you want to get a build, let me take a look. 700,000 VC. How much did it cost you to get your build maxed out? Lotto?
I thought it was like, yeah, because it used to be 285. Now it's 300 and something. Yeah. It's wild.
Wait. To max out a build from scratch, 0 to 99. What is it?
378.
You spending $100.
Right. So it's $100. It's either you spend $100 now or you spend 50
I did that 10
and then
times.
grind, right?
Yeah, I did that 9 times, 10 times.
I did
this
that
year,
10
for sure.
times, Shake.
And I will be doing it again.
Okay. So my man Snap made it clear it's $100, right, to get your build to 99. He did it 10 times, so he spent $1,000.
Oh, but I had
last
two,
year.
2 builds that grinded, 1 guard and one
all
center.
maxed out.
So that's what I was trying to say, man. If we need to say this, right? We need to come to it's a come to Jesus moment. All right? We need to just keep it a beam.
You can't force me.
You need to keep it a beam. I think everybody needs to get a credit card of some sort so they can, manage build their credit up. Just spend 30% of that credit card on just 2K. You know what I'm saying? Get you a $500 credit card, and per month only spend $150 on that credit card. That's 30%. You will build your credit. And that's the only way to do it, because you have to justify. This the only way to justify spending $100 a month on 2K. You know what I'm saying? So
2K is more expensive than apps.
I'm just telling you, if you're gonna do it, build your credit doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to keep it a beam with y'all. If you know you're gonna make 5 builds, put to the side right now $500. You know what I'm saying? Say, look, man.
I already did, man.
Hey,
I
babe.
just made a bonus already. I got
This
bonus.
little bank account. When your woman asks you why you got $1,000 saved up over here, or you got $400 saved up over here, and your light's about to be cut off, you like, don't touch my 2K money. That's my 2K money though. You can get that money from mom, or get that money from pops. Don't touch. This is the 2K money though. Just like you got rent money, you got
kids college fund,
you got insurance, you got you know what I'm saying, a car note, you know what I'm saying, kids college fund, but you got your 2K money on the side too. You know what I'm saying? You got to put a little something to the side just for your 2K money. That's just how you got to keep it a beam. How long are we gonna be complaining, bro? We've been saying this for like 10 years now. Yo, man, make it cheaper. It ain't making it cheaper, bro. you got to put away $400 or
No,
$5 for each build. So keep it a bean. You work for them. You should suggest the builds should cost less. I've been suggesting for years, man, and I wish I worked for 2K. If I was working for 2K, I wouldn't be working for myself. But anyway, it's your boy Shake as always, man. I'll holler at you dudes later. Thanks for coming through.
Man, 2K gonna get my